What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 63 of the XtraSlice. I'm your host, Anton. Can't stop playing Monster Hunter Rise LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mayor Stardew Valley and Eorzea, Chris Montalbano.
Domain expansion.
We got him, boys. We got the invisible one, Jalen Roberts.
I'm a hunter.
And we got the Akatsuki Durag, Madrid Devon.
Chris, how do you feel about the proposed white boy summer? What are your thoughts on that topic?
Didn't know that one was a thing, but we got a jam-packed episode. We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Ratchet Clank's update, Cyberpunk's update, the PlayStation Store basically getting Thanos snapped, Ghost of Tsushima movie, Melty Blood, the Analog Pocket, and Mario's death. Because for those not in the know, we're recording on March 31st, which means Mario is going to die in like 3 hours.
Hey.
Again.
RIP.
Yeah, again.
Because Ridley killed him.
Yeah,
Dracula
Sephiroth killed him.
Sephiroth killed him.
And then he was just a skeleton. Like, one of the costumes in Mario Odyssey was just a straight-up skeleton, so... Mario's died several times. But
also,
yes.
Why should we be afraid? Don't he have multiple lives? Like, isn't that his thing?
Well, I mean, things are getting Thanos snapped left and right. So, I mean, by the time anybody not watching live hears this, it's already too late. Mario 3D All-Stars is going to not be available for sale anymore, which means if you have a physical copy like me, it's going to jump exponentially in value. It won't be sold on the eShop because apparently they're going to run out of digital copies. The Fire Emblem, the North American port of like the original Fire Emblems, going away at midnight. What else? Mario 35, like the Tetris 99 style game they did for Mario, is going offline permanently. So,
And this is why you need to make ROMs of everything.
Is there a reason why they're getting rid of these things?
Money.
Nintendo going Nintendo. That's the thing. They're losing money. It's not even like...
Or are they already seeing demand for that re-release on the next anniversary?
Well, I mean...
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it's...
Flat out.
Yeah, we talked about it when it was happening, but Mario's 35th anniversary, they put out Mario 35. They put out the 3D All-Stars. And they put out... What else did they put out? I guess we got 3D World plus Bowser's Fury and all that stuff in this year. But luckily 3D World's not going anywhere. Because that's the one thing that I haven't gotten yet. I didn't even get to play Mario 35. So... Yeah. All these games just arbitrarily are going away. And... If you didn't get them, sucks to suck. Like, you had like a year for the 3D All-Stars. Like, one day I just kind of went to GameStop and was like, I should get this because I haven't played any of those Mario games for starters. So it came with Sunshine, not 3D World. Let me just grab the goddamn box.
Oh, Sunshine.
Mario 64?
Yeah, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. And all on one convenient cartridge that I put in my Switch one time and then took out because I can't have cartridges holding me down. And, potential resale value one of these days.
There you go.
Even though I think I have games that are more valuable than that I could totally resell, but... And looking at Trashboat in the chat, he's saying the reason that they're removing it is for scarcity. Is the same principles as the Disney Vault. And I can kind of see that. But the thing with that is no other game has really gone off sale like that, you know?
Because this is the beginning of the experiment. They're trying it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because they tried it with Mario, it's probably going to work, which makes me kind of afraid for whatever they do for Zelda's 35th anniversary, which is this year. I think we're going to get some news like within the next week about what's going on with Zelda's 35th anniversary, because if all we're getting is Skyward Sword, that'd kind of suck. Like that'd
be pretty sad.
They still did it better than Metroid.
No.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna pretend I ain't bitter.
Zelda is more important to Nintendo than Metroid.
Like I said, and I'm not gonna pretend I ain't bitter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say Madrid, Chris, Jalen, if any of you guys are interested, go scoop that Fire Emblem game, because it's like $6, and that's just arbitrarily going away.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just so stupid.
See,
God damn.
And
What
that's
game should be easily accessible?
And that's the crazy part about the Fire Emblem game. So digitally, it's dirt cheap, but they did like very limited physical runs that were expensive.
Why?
Because they had like a reproduction NES card and like all this stuff. It came with a bunch of stuff that made it kind of worth the money, but I'm not a Fire Emblem person like that. So if it had been like Pokemon or something, you know? And please, Nintendo, we just passed Pokemon's 25th anniversary, and good thing they handled it themselves, because we only got good. Nothing's going away anytime soon. So,
because they know you shouldn't take anything away.
Yeah, the Pokemon company's going to milk you for all the money they can get out of you.
Yeah.
The Pokemon company's like, we put out 2 versions of our game, so you buy both every single time.
Yeah, they understand it, you know?
I mean, they're still charging $10 for Blue. That shit came out in. I mean,
Wait,
granted,
on
if
3DS?
Yeah, on 3DS, it's $10.
Damn, that's cheaper than I was expecting.
Honestly, that's a fair price.
Yeah, I mean, that's cheaper than getting a cartridge.
It's not. It's not. But we're so.
I mean, to be fair, if you go to like a store that's actually selling a cartridge, that shit's expensive.
Yeah, it's called eBay. There's a reason I don't have any Gen 1 cartridges.
I've had Crystal version in my cart like for like a year and a half now. It's $10.
It's $10?
Yeah, Crystal is a better spend of $10 than Blue version.
Oh no, for sure. Like I got yellow. If I go to play Gen 1, it's gonna be yellow.
Or, you know, I got Let's Go Pikachu, so.
That's true.
And I mean Gen 1. Gen 1. None of that newfangled shit.
I think the best way to experience
anything, really, except
the whole gameplay, all of the gameplay,
the grinding,
how it looks. I'm talking that 2D shit. I want sprites.
Oh, he wants.
You want Fire Red?
I want that grit. No,
actually, Fire Red was that. He wants to not even. It's blue. They call it a blue version because it's all blue.
It's all blue, baby.
But speaking of things getting Thanos snapped out of existence, PlayStation officially announced, there were rumors last week, PlayStation officially announced that this summer they're closing the PS3, PSP, and Vita stores, which means you won't be able to purchase anything further. At least they're not going as far as we went, where you won't be able to re-download things. And
oh yeah, that would be bullshit.
So, and I mean, I have a PS3 that I bought with like a big ass hard drive just to have all that, and I have a Vita with the biggest memory card available. And PSP, like anything you could buy digitally on PSP that I felt was worth buying, I kind of bought for Vita. So, because you could play all of those PSP games on Vita. So there's some hits, you know, Everyday Shooter. It's a really fucking great game. But
the Atlas games that are on the PlayStation Store that are on that store.
Yeah, so I mean, Sony's been messing around with patents to kind of do like a wrapper around these games that'll like enable trophies, which kind of implies that they're going to bring some of these games forward.
That'd be cool.
So, like, especially like PSP, PS1, and PS2 games that don't have trophy support. But I mean, there'll be stuff that's missing that I spent hours on PSP. And I mean, PSP, the library's not even fully there because they tried to do a lot of digital releases for the PSP Go and then the Vita, but there's stuff that's just not available digitally. That, like the original Dissidia, I don't think is available digitally at all. Crisis Core isn't available digitally. I could be wrong, but Birth by Sleep might not be available digitally. And these are like huge tentpole PSP games. So, I mean, buy up what you can. Like, there are lists all over the internet of the definitive PS3, Vita, PSP games. I say go through the store, see if there's anything. And that the thing that also sucks is they took down the web store. So when I got my PS3, I kind of just went through the PlayStation web store and was like, okay, I want this game, and kind of like amassed a digital PS3 collection. But yeah, it sucks because for me, the PS3, PSP, and Vita are like all significant chunks of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of sad, like PlayStation, the amount of PlayStation 1 classics. Like I went and got Xenogears, the PlayStation 1 classic. Shout out Justin from the Rusty Rupees. So I just have that on my Vita. Like I have Mega Man Legends 1 and 2 on my Vita, the PS1 classics, because of you, Chris. I have some I have Symphony of the Night on there. I have, and I mean my Vita, where the hell did I put it? I charged it up, so, you know. R.I.P. to a great handheld. You were before your time.
Way before the time.
But, I mean, you got some bangers. And the crazy thing is Sony didn't tell people who are developing and publishing games. Like, their Vita games announced for past summer. And so these people are, like, struggling. They're like, we got to get it out. We got to do something because this store's just going to be gone. There's a game, Frobisher says, which is the best WarioWare game without Wario. And it's a Vita exclusive. The developer said it's never coming anywhere else. So, like, if you have a Vita, download that game. It's fucking great. Like, I'm looking, I got all the Danganronpa games on here. Stardew Valley, Undertale, Hotline Miami.
It is strange that the Vita store is getting closed down with games still coming out. Like, wait, they could just postpone closing down that store.
Yeah, I kind of understand them shutting down the PS3 and PSP store because the amount of just random shit that came out on PS3 and even back to PSP, but my download list goes all the way back to PSP on my PlayStation Network account. Like, I can go scroll all the way back to the day I got a PSP, and it came with a digital copy of Everyday Shooter, which is still fucking great. Like, if you haven't played that game, it's top tier shit. It's a twin stick shooter. Like, it's super, like, basic, but, like, the music, it's like a concept album as a video game, and I always love that shit.
That's cool.
I love it in Amplitude. I love it in Sayonara Wild Hearts. But, like, Everyday Shooter was the first time that I kind of experienced that to my knowledge. And it's just... And I know it's also on PS3. And, I mean, it kind of sucks because some of these games, like, maybe they'll expand PlayStation Now. But, like, PlayStation Now only has, like, Resistance 3. So if you wanted to play the Resistance trilogy, the only place to play it is PS3. And the only way to play it in a, like, modern sense, which I don't even count PlayStation Now, it is PlayStation Now or emulation. So you could be like me and just get a shit ton of physical PS3 games and get a PS3 emulations come a long way. So you could legally emulate your PS3 games. PSP, same deal. Where are my PSP games at?
I'm just saying, you can take your games that you bought legally, put it on your PlayStation, take it to your PS3, hook it up to your PC, dump the ROMs, and you're good.
But you can still download every game that you bought on the PlayStation 3 store once this happens.
Yes.
So
we don't know
technically
for how
you
long.
do have it.
So like the Wii store, they stop purchases, and then within like a year, I want to say, and I could be fuzzy on the dates because time is a flat circle. But yeah, I want to say they stopped purchases on the Wii, and then within a year, it was like, oh, get a big ass SD card and slap it in your Wii and download all your shit because you won't be able to get it again.
Damn. So, I mean, at a certain point, you're just like, download everything and hope your PlayStation 3 doesn't shit out on you.
Yeah, that's why I got a newer PS3 with a big ass hard drive.
I keep saying it. At this point, you can dump the ROMs.
That's true.
Just Google it, dump the ROMs on your computer, and the problem's solved.
Yeah,
Can you dump ROM from digital, or does it have to be from disc?
No, you're taking the file from off the PlayStation itself, dumping it onto your computer.
Oh, okay.
Right. So, yeah, that is a great way to preserve because I'm sure everybody... Fuck, Fat Princess. I spent so many hours playing Fat Princess, and it's just going to fucking evaporate soon. I'm pretty sure they took servers offline for that game, and considering it was like a online only for the most part game, like it had a campaign, but you played Fat Princess for the multiplayer. Like the fact that that's just going away is like mind-boggling to me. So yeah, pour one out for that. Speaking of pouring one out, Analog Pocket, the little Game Boy like, it's Analog basically making a Game Boy. It got delayed, so due to COVID, they were doing good things of like curbing scalpers, and like it's still a little device that I'd love to have because as somebody who just has a bunch of physical Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color and some original Game Boy games, it'd just be nice to pop those cartridges in something other than my SP or one of my many DSs with Game Boy slots.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Analog Pocket is the one that everybody was interested in. It was the one that even Josh is like, oh, it has a built-in synthesizer?
No, it's one of the cleaner, I guess, not emulators, because there's a lot of those that can play old games. You can slot it in there, but they also come with a bunch of illegal ROMs.
Yeah.
It's all made in China.
But this is a high quality, and it's no emulation. It's just like running the cartridges in the best fidelity possible.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I mean, for certain, like I have Emerald, and I'm whenever I get my hands on one, I'm definitely, first thing I'm doing is slapping a Japanese Emerald cartridge in there and getting to work.
Hey, you also got that Japanese gold version.
Yeah, true. I feel like the gold and silver versions, they have you doing a lot more. Like, I know the route through Gen 3, like, beginning to end, but, like, there's, like, backtracking. I mean, all Pokemon games kind of have, like, backtracking. I just don't know the route through gold and silver as well.
Yeah, there is a certain point where you go to Goldenrod, like, 3 different times.
Right. And not knowing if I talk to the right person or not would be kind of a challenge. I'd probably play through it with a guide, but yeah. Emerald's still my favorite.
I was recently playing Soul Silver again, and I looked up the guide for that, and it's $40. It's like, damn, this game came out in 2010.
It's a collector's
Luckily,
item at this
PDFs
point.
exist.
And, like, game
No, they're all
facts and...
used. Well, yeah, I know game facts, but I had the gold and silver guidebook back when I was like a little kid, so I always like collecting those.
Yeah. My Ruby and Sapphire one I got for my birthday a couple of years ago. It's over there on my guidebook shelf because I've kept all my guidebooks that I've gotten since Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So I have like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Got some weird shit over there. My chair's blocking it, or I know I have like the Black Ops 1 strategy guide that I don't know why the fuck I got it. It helped me get all the intel, you know.
That's fair.
The Black Ops 1 campaign was like some good shit. It mainly focused on the campaign. Like, it had some stats for some guns, but they changed stuff like that in patches. But the campaign, you know, still stands. Solid game.
Mm-hmm. That was back when they were doing really good campaigns.
So, speaking of really good campaigns, Ghost of Tsushima has gotten a movie announced. So, how do you guys, like, I have the least experience with Ghost of Tsushima. I probably should have played more of it than I did. And I mean, it's still on my list of, like, play this game. But I feel like I was kind of fatigued coming out of Last of Us. And another, like...
Oh, yeah.
You should definitely revisit it.
Yeah. I feel that way about The Last of Us because I went in Platinum Ghost of Tsushima and then tried to jump right into that. And I was like, I can't.
Yeah, The Last of Us is fucking a lot. Like... But, yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, it got some PS5 enhancements. And now, I mean, there's a movie coming out, so...
I mean, the story is good enough just to have a movie on its own.
So, like, it's coming from, I want to say, the director of John Wick.
Yeah, that's why it's going to be so good.
So that's going to be really cool. And then but I've seen a lot of people kind of saying, so they made a video game out of samurai movies, and then they're going to make that samurai movie video game into a movie?
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming full circle.
Yeah. I'm not against it, but like I see Robbie saying he doesn't get the movie angle in this one, but I could see it selling well. I could see it, like, performing, especially because on the timeline it's coming out. Uncharted seems to be the first one we're going to get, which...
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Tom Holland has shot scenes for it, confirmed. Yeah. Where all these other projects, like the Twisted Metal, hasn't started shooting.
No, I'm talking about
Twisted Metal?
Metal's getting a movie?
That exact movie's own timeline.
Wait, what movies?
Like, how long has the Uncharted movie?
Yeah, the Uncharted movie was in development hell for a long time, but then PlayStation started PlayStation Studios. Or no, PlayStation Studios is the game side. PlayStation Productions is the movie and TV side. But yeah, Twisted Metal's getting a TV show. The Last of Us 1 is getting a TV show on HBO where they work with the original director of the game and the director of Chernobyl. And if I'm fucking up director/producer on any of these things,
there's definitely the dude from Chernobyl.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, but I'm not sure if he's the director or the producer. But they're getting people from like these legitimate established things, like John Wick. The fact that gun fu is a thing,
it's gonna be fucking sword gun fu.
Right.
That's just gonna be tight.
Final Fantasy.
Wow, this sword fight is like a gunfight. That's what I want to see. A sword fight that's like a gunfight. That's like a fucking martial arts fight. That's what the fuck I want to see. That's why I'm interested in this. For that one very specific thing.
Yeah, I mean, I watched all 3 John Wick movies just to enjoy the combat. Like, the story was there, the characters were there, but that combat...
The actor for Jin Sakai, he said he's willing to to play the role in the show too. It's like, yeah, I'll do the movie.
I could see how it works since a lot of the storylines in Ghost of Tsushima are set up as tales, so it could just be like, this is when he did this thing. This is when he did this thing.
Right, yeah. And I mean, we haven't gotten any like solid plot about it yet because it was just announced. But like the Twisted Metal show, we kind of have a synopsis for. And the Last of Us show.
What's the synopsis for the Twisted Metal?
I'll read it because it's fucking bonkers. Hold on.
Fucking convoluted.
I mean, this game is
about Sweet Tooth?
It's not. It's not about Sweet Tooth.
Running a carnival?
No.
That's what we think.
What?
So, Twisted Metal show from the writers of Deadpool. Let's see.
Okay, dark comedy. All right.
Let's see. Y'all fill time while I find this quote, because it is some wild shit like the synopsis.
So, refresh my memory. Twisted Metal was that racing destruction derby game.
Yeah, car
Absolutely
combat.
no racing. There's just you pick your car and you blow shit up. Other cars.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah,
The whole story.
It's a battle royale.
Like 1, 2, and 3 was like this one dude. He's like has this tournament, and then whoever wins at the end of the tournament, you get granted one wish. And
Oh, so it's Fate.
Yeah.
It's the Fate series, but with cars.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
and then
Okay.
4
Yes.
Sweet Tooth took over and had his carnival, and then same story, but now it's a clown running it. It's fun games. How the hell do you make a series?
I didn't even realize.
That game was fucked up.
I completely
one of the
blotted out
characters
from
was
my
big.
memory that there's also a Metal Gear Solid movie in development with Oscar Isaac as Solid Snake.
Oh yeah,
I completely.
Is he gonna
that was
steal
the thing too.
people throughout the?
Like, if they, it's probably gonna be the first one. But if they did a movie, I'd hope it'd be Snake Eater. Snake Eater was so good.
Well, I mean, we are on our way to getting a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale endgame style thing.
What do you mean?
No.
You mean
No.
There's going to be the movie mix where they take the movie versions of these characters.
And then they make that movie, and then they turn that movie into a fighting game, a la Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Didn't they make a PlayStation All-Star game and it was
Yeah.
not that great?
See, here's the thing. It's
It
kind of
played-
this thing in the PlayStation community where we don't talk about the fact that PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale was a bad game. It's just a game that all of us played, and so we want another one because we feel like modern
I
Sony...
don't want another one.
Yeah, modern
want
Sony
another
could
one. I
make
wanted
that
to be
game
so good. I
slap.
bought that
No.
game day
No.
one.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
want-
not.
Okay,
The
chat.
biggest problem with that game is that it
Who
wants-
wants this?
The biggest problem with that game is that it wanted to be a Smash ripoff. Now, if they just made it a 1v1 traditional fighting game, I'm with it 100%.
I'll take a Smash ripoff.
Nah, I wanna actually have a real fighting game. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like there's so
Combos,
many
like
real
characters
fighting
really get
games.
savagery out of their kids. You know what I'm saying?
All right. The Twisted Metal series is described as a high-octane comedy following an outsider trying to better his own life rather than competing in a tournament where the winner gets their biggest wish granted. The protagonist instead has to deliver a mysterious package across the post-apocalyptic wasteland alongside a trigger-happy car thief. On the road, the outsider must face marauders with vehicles capable of intense destruction, along with other open-road dangers and a crazy clown with a recognizable ice cream truck.
That sounds.
Okay.
So there's Sweet Tooth. So this is
sounds
more of a
like-
Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you called this anything but Twisted Metal, it'd be cool. It sounds like a great synopsis for a show, but I don't know
So
why you threw the tag of Twisted Metal without.
Because, like, that's the thing. PlayStation Productions seems to be... They're reaching out to talent and to people who would do these things justice at the very least. It's not like... None of these things... The Uncharted movie aside, the Uncharted movie seems like a cheap cash grab. But, like, the Last of Us show... It has, like, Pedro Pascal in it.
So you know it's going to be good.
So, yeah, The Last of Us show seems like it's going to be amazing. Twisted Metal seems like it's going to be good. So all the things that they've announced between Uncharted and just announcing the Ghost of Tsushima movie seem like the information we've gotten about them gives me faith. I'm gonna watch them. I watched the fucking Monster Hunter movie, and that was hot. I watched it twice.
You watched
It seems like they're going for movie formulas that have been proven to work, like recently or in the past. Like with Twisted Metal, they're like, okay, cool, we're just gonna take the Mad Max approach, And they're like Mad Max, Fury Road, I think, like the last one. That shit fucking snatched up rewards left and right.
Yeah, but that was,
left
but
and
also,
right.
but the thing about Fury Road is Fury Road was made to be Fury Road from the jump. It wasn't trying to copy anything. It was trying to be its own original thing, to the point where they had to make the props work.
Yeah, practical effects.
Yeah. No, exactly.
They didn't have a like the first script was a storyboard. The first script was pretty much a comic book.
That's true.
Like, that's the thing about it. You can't just cash grab art.
But none of these things are striking me as cash grab. It seems like let's find something that we can adapt well, get the right talent and the right directors and the right producers and the right teams. The fact that Neil Druckmann is working on the Last of Us show shows that they're not just... It's not like the Monster Hunter movie, where I know Ryozo-san had nothing to do with that fucking shit, you know? And I mean, we've gotten good video game TV and movies in the recent years, like Detective Pikachu, for what it was good.
Pikachu and Sonic?
Really good. Sonic actually wasn't bad.
Sonic was lit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Detective Pikachu more than I like Sonic. But, you know, Sonic had its moments. So, if PlayStation wants to do this same thing, but with more recent franchises and have people who care about them adapt them, and have actors that can play the roles really well.
I need a Parappa the Rapper show done by Donald Glover.
Oh.
You know? Pitch it.
How are you going to say
my pitch.
Franchises? Twisted Metal hasn't gotten a game since, like,
PS3.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, like
PS3.
Like,
there was a reboot on PS3.
Yeah,
oh.
Metal reboot was on PS3.
Was it good?
Twisted Metal Black sucked.
Yeah, I think the last two Twisted Metal games kind of got panned, but you know,
that's what nobody talks about.
That was more of a reference to Uncharted, The Last of Us, and Ghost of Tsushima. Because Ghost of Tsushima, it's not like Uncharted kind of has a lineage at this point. Twisted Metal has a lineage. The Last of Us, I mean, it has 2.5 games, you know? Factions, it actually had a story behind Factions.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a movie for the new Ratchet and Clank after it comes out.
They already have a Ratchet.
Yeah, they already did that.
It's actually really good.
They're going to make one for this game.
Well, I mean, while we're on
it was good.
Ratchet and Clank 2016 just got a PS5 upgrade that lets the game run at 60 frames per second, and I was kind of holding off on playing it till we got closer to Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart, but it was free for everybody. It might be over by the time you guys are hearing this, but it was free for literally everybody who owned a PlayStation, as part of the Play at Home initiative. Speaking of which, we talked about the Play at Home games. All of them except for Horizon are available right now, so go claim those. Go claim Thumper, go claim Rez, go claim these great games. Even if you don't think you're going to play them, just add them to your library. It's free fucking games, you know?
So just do it.
You don't need PlayStation Plus. I don't think there's anything with multiplayer, so it's like all stuff you can enjoy, like even if your system's not like regularly connected to the internet. Like I don't see how any of these things are a bad thing. So go claim all those games. But yeah, the Ratchet and Clank, which was the first play-at-home game of 2021, got a 60 FPS patch. They announced it for April, but dropped it March 30th. So I turned on my system, let that update. So next time I can pry myself away from Monster Hunter and Yakuza long enough to think Ratchet and Clank's right there with its PS5 optimizations.
Such a good fucking time. That game is just...
It was a good time.
The video game based on a movie based on a video game.
Hell, I almost want to go get a PS5 to play it. Optimized.
That Platinum was so fun to get. I didn't struggle at all to have to get that.
I think
the only
my
trophy
problem
that was actually hard was the get every enemy to dance, get one of every enemy type to dance because there's no counter.
Yeah, that's true, but it was fun.
My problem with that game when I first tried it was I was like, I went into it expecting to platinum it, and so I felt like it took me forever to do anything because I was checking everywhere for everything. And I feel like I should just play through that game. And then as I make my way through it, like, decide whether or not I'm going to go for the platinum instead of just assuming I'm going to platinum it off rip and then playing it like a crazy person from the beginning. Because I just need to play it like a normal person, enjoy it, and then decide if I want to go crazy person mode on it.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, as long as you do everything in each planet, you get most of the most of the trophies anyways, and then you beat the game, and you just have a few like cleanup trophies, like make everyone dance or whatever.
Yeah, and I had to stop because I realized other games like that. I've ruined other games that have by trying to go for the platinum. Like, I need to, any game that I've actually gone through and platinumed, like, after the fact, I never start them knowing that I'm going to platinum them, you know? Unless they're easy platinums or something like that.
Yeah.
But, like, Ghost of Tsushima, I was just playing. And I didn't make it too far in Ghost of Tsushima, but I really need to do better with these PlayStation, like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a great example. I started playing that game with no intentions to platinum it, saw that the platinum was extremely obtainable, and went and did it. But I've enjoyed Miles Morales less than I enjoyed the original Spider-Man, and not because of the game, but because I'm like in here like, oh, let me do everything in this little district right now and like not progress the story and not enjoy the game for what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
I just need to go into, because Yakuza, I went in and I've played a solid chunk, and I'm like, I don't know whether or not I'm going to feel the drive to platinum Yakuza Like a Dragon, but I've been able to enjoy it a lot more than, and like, I think that's part of the thing with Monster Hunter, is there are no trophies. So I'm just in fucking Monster Hunter playing the shit out of Monster Hunter. And I mean, while I did platinum base world, that came way after the fact. I thought I'd never get the world platinum when I started that game.
Yeah, I'm surprised you actually went and got that platinum. That was a lot.
I mean,
yeah, it was a lot.
How many hours y'all put into it? I feel like it was gonna happen eventually.
I don't know, because Iceborne, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to platinum Iceborne.
Iceborne has its own platinum?
Yes. It's the only game I can think of that has 2 trophy lists for one game, you know? Like... And so, yeah, 600 plus hours in Iceborne. And I know that's on the low end. Like, every time I say that to, like... I say that to people who don't play Monster Hunter, they're like, that's a lot. I say that to people who really do play Monster Hunter, and they're like, that's not a lot. But, yeah, it's like the 100 hours I put in Final Fantasy 14. Like, to people who don't play Final Fantasy 14, that's a lot. To people who do play Final Fantasy 14, that's not a lot.
You need weeks.
What side of the scale are you on? That's really the question.
I mean, I'm getting there, you know. 14 is a game that I want to go back to in the near future, because the PS5 version is coming out this month. So
that's true, and we get like they're holding a new showcase like in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, FanFest. No, that's in May. FanFest is
it's in May.
Mid-May.
Oh, right. Resident Evil is next month. My two loves is something time.
Yeah. So I forgot where we were even at with that. So, you know, we can talk.
What are topics, you know?
Yeah, what are topics except these notes? I know I know we've hit a lot of these things. So one of the things I want to talk about, because it was just kind of an interesting story that cropped up over the past week. Cyberpunk 2077 got its 1.2 update, and it was the longest, least organized list of patch notes I've ever seen in my life.
I thought we were finally done talking about Cyberpunk. I thought the world had finally forgotten about it again.
No,
it wasn't. There's still multiplayer coming. What you talking about? There's still terrible JoJo poses to be making in multiplayer. What you talking about?
I don't know. Type in Cyberpunk multiplayer into Google and come to a realization right quick, Jalen. Cause
that's the joke, homeboy.
We might not get that at all. It's
that,
probably.
Look, I'll lay it out on the table right here. I don't expect that game to actually function for another year.
A whole ass year?
Cyberpunk or Cyberpunk multiplayer?
Yes.
Both.
I think.
Because multiplayer, I don't think that's on the table right now.
Yeah,
I think. Game itself, I'd give that another year,
I'd say by the end of March 2022, that game will be probably back on PlayStation Network. Like, you'll probably be able to buy it again on the PlayStation Store, and it'll be in a state that it'll be playable beginning to end without more than 20 bugs, you know? I won't say it'll be bug-free. I mean, Skyrim Special Edition, that was my problem with Skyrim originally, was it was Bug City on the PS3. And it just got worse the longer you played it, and it almost bricked my PS3. We've talked about this. But yeah, Skyrim Special Edition on my PS4 Pro, no issues.
Nice.
And I played more of Skyrim in that form than I did in any other form. So there's that. I remember I tried to pirate it on a shitty laptop when I was in college, and I was like, it's a PC. It can...
Before you knew.
So there's all of that. Thank you, Lana, for the Prime sub. Shout out.
Thank you, Lana.
But yeah, I think by the time, thanks for the edits. You've been cranking them out. Check out our YouTube, everybody watching. Nobody cut this out. Kuma, Lana, don't cut this out. Check out our YouTube. Lana's been doing some great work. Those thumbnails, A1. I've been fucking with them. I brought up a playlist of just our shit and let it run the other day.
Nice.
For a couple hours, but even a couple hours is like an episode and a half, so.
It was just 2 episodes ago, just 1 episode.
Oh.
I was gonna I'm trying to let you escape from this curse, Chris.
Silky, use Dormia.
But yeah, so did any of you guys get to look at any of the stuff that was in the Cyberpunk patch notes?
No,
no, I didn't.
No, that shit still don't run. I saw what I needed to see. I opened it. It was somebody unfurled a fucking scroll. No, I'm not reading that. And then 2, I saw somebody saying, "Hey, yeah, this game still runs like shit."
I mean, I looked at it like they made driving less shit. They made some of the like they fixed an issue where you can actually shoot people under the berserk effect now. Like,
I know one that I saw is that cops won't spawn immediately behind you the second you do anything, which was something I ran into in my extremely limited playtime.
Oh no, you do something and they immediately
right behind you, spawn 2 or 3 deep. Like, what's
up?
That's
the long arm of the law. It's not a saying, it's a stand. It instantly spawns cops when you fuck up.
Right.
Well, they spawn less instantaneously and a bit farther away from you, so it's not like you're getting shot in the back of the head the second you do something.
They fixed a bunch of little bugs that lock you out of the game.
Can you change how your character appearance is? No,
these are literally game-breaking bugs.
Yeah, they were game-breaking bugs of you'd lose a key item.
Fixed an issue that could block the drive to Warpath Camp if the player abandons the quest midway through Riders on the Storm.
Yeah, like I said, so I'll prescribe back to this game. I'll check back for it in about a year when they add some quality of life shit on top of the bug patches.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to give it another chance until the PS5 version's out or it's back on the PlayStation Store.
My thing is, there's too many other games that are better right now for me to even waste my time. There's Yakuza to play. There's Monster Hunter to play.
Right
Nier's on the rise. I still need to finish Strikers. My backlog is too deep to even fucking consider Cyberpunk. There's a bunch of other like smaller games I want to play. I want to play more Hades. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look,
you're right.
Speaking of that, I'm telling you this right now. I'm almost done setting up the threesome here. I know I can get this Thanatos Meg threesome going. I got this. I know
you have to do it for the culture.
For the culture, look, Zach is a bottom. Those two are gonna destroy him.
I mean,
what's that? Getting spit roasted?
Pretty much.
Yeah, Hades is a game I need to spend more time in because from announcement I was like on the Hades bandwagon of like, yo, let's fucking go, let's fucking do this. I am here for every single bit of what that game was doing.
Right.
And then when it finally came out, I played like an hour.
Somebody in the Discord was like, yo, what if they put Zagreus in Smash Brothers? I was like, ooh, that would be kind of lit.
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I don't see it happening, but you know, I've been wrong before.
Yo, what if they do it? What if this is the indie game? They're like, yo, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck Shovel Knight, fuck
Cuphead, Zag and Smash,
fuck Undertale.
Who was it? Was it Bell? Was it Trash Boat?
I don't know. You got to go find that one. I got too much shit going on my primary monitor right now.
You know who you are.
Yeah, shout out everybody in the Discord. Also, everybody, two things. Now you got two tasks. Watch our YouTube videos, because Lon's been putting in hard work. And come on through to the Discord, because we've been getting more and more active in there. Like, I mean, we've always been active, but now there are more people than just us.
Who are active.
Right. Well, I mean, we've had people like Trashboat, we've had Robbie, we've had people, but like I feel like it's especially active right now because Rise.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're into monster hunting, check out the Squad Sessions podcast coming soon. Episode 0 may not see the light of day, but episode 1, it's gonna hit.
That was the thing.
Yeah, we recorded it as episode 0. It was really just a test flight. I recorded episode 0 of Double Entendre. So, like, yeah, we've been making moves, you know? Shadow Realm. Speaking of making moves, there's a new Melty Blood game announced. And
Melty Blood got out of the showers!
Let's go. That shit came out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, it really did.
It makes a lot of sense because remember, a couple of months ago they announced the Tsukihime remake, which Melty Blood is based off of.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like that's the thing about it is Tight Moon is going hard in the paint right now. It's from all that Fate money.
Yo, you love to see it. Unlimited budget works, like fucking do your thing.
When you just start off as a couple of boys making titty games, and now look at you. Oh no, I played some titty game. That is a titty game. Well, more of a. Actually, it's better described as an erotic visual novel. Still.
Did you watch that Beyond the Bot video I put in the Discord, Jalen?
Yeah.
Quality content, right?
Quality.
Yo, shouts out to Beyond the Bot. They don't miss.
Yeah, they do. They didn't miss before, but they've been going they can do stuff that they couldn't do before. Mm-hmm. And
it's like, wow, I don't have to pitch any of my videos anymore. Bet.
Idoye been out here, man. Just spitting hard facts. Like, that Attack on Titan video, God tier. That fucking Fooly Cooly video, God tier. Just, you know? But, so, Melty Blood, was it announced for Switch, or was it announced for PS4?
Sure everything. Yeah, it's coming to everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Guilty Gear got delayed, and I think at midnight tonight they might refund me my money to my PSN account. So, I may re-pre-order Guilty Gear, or I may wait a little while to re-pre-order it because we got some time between us and that. And
what's the date on Melty Blood again?
Just this year, 2021
Yeah.
is what we got, but it's
2021?
going to be
That's fair.
on pretty much everything. It's going to be on PS4, Switch, Xbox One.
Okay. And I mean, like I've said with fighting games, we don't necessarily need PS5 versions of these. Like Guilty Gear is going to be cool, but
I mean, the thing with
I'm
fighting
completely
games is-
fine running a PS4 version on my PS5.
Yeah, and then also it's like and then when the PS5 version comes out, it'll be, hey, this is all the characters.
We don't need a PS5 version of a lot of these things because that'll break like the online infrastructure. Like I know Melty Blood announced that it's going to have rollback, which GG's on y'all for just coming out the fucking gates with that.
I mean, at this point, culturally, you kind of need to, because let's just be 100 here. The survival of your fighting game is going to be based on its online, and if your online is garbage, how are you going to survive? That's the reason why people are still playing, like, what is it, King of Fighters 13 over the new one.
Better online.
Better online.
Fair enough.
Yeah, honestly, like rollback should just be the standard at this point. Like, if you're a fighting game and you're coming out without it,
That should be the standard for. Heck, that should be one of the requirements to get on the Evo stage.
Yep.
I mean, it was for what would have been Evo 2020.
Yeah, I can't wait. I love me some Melty Blood. That game is ridiculous.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I'm
I used to
excited.
use a couple of the characters in Win Mugen back in my day, so I'm excited to actually use them / play the game.
Yeah, I mean, I have I guess it's the original Melty Blood on Steam.
Actress again?
I have something called Melty Blood on Steam.
Yeah, that'd be Actress again.
And I mean,
That's
you
not
know,
even
I
the
played my
original one.
fair
That's like
share of Under
That's like
Night.
the definitive version that they put on. I'm pretty sure Access Again is the definitive edition of the original one.
Okay. And yeah, you were saying earlier when there is a PS5 version, honestly, until PS5 sells like at least 50 million units, none of these fighting games need a PS5 version whatsoever. I have Dragon Ball, I have Tekken, I have Soul Calibur, I have Street Fighter, I have all these PS4 games that are functioning. Under Night, Skullgirls, all of them are functioning completely fine as PS4 versions on my PS5. And with the PS5 being backwards compatible, there are over 100 million PS4s out there. And fighting games need the largest install base possible.
Yeah.
To like survive. So, especially with PlayStation buying Evo, a lot of these games totally should just come to PS4 and call it a fucking day. Because if PlayStation's providing consoles, like if we ever go back to having like a in-person Evo and PlayStation's providing consoles, they can just play the PS4 version on a PS5. And these developers, the fact that Under Night did an update to fix the PS5 version, or the PS4 version running on PS5, just shows that these games don't need PS5 versions.
Yeah. I agree.
Wait, was that what was wrong with it? They gave it a PS5 version, and that's what messed it up.
No, they didn't give it a PS5 version, but it had some compatibility issues with the PS5, and that's what was fucking it up. But that game didn't have updates for years, and then they just gave it like, here's an update that'll fix it, and so they fixed the compatibility issues, and you know. We're still out here standing Under Night.
I mean, I haven't played it since that day.
Well, I mean, if you want to.
I'm always down for some Under Night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can play Rise and Under Night, or I can play Rise while waiting in the lobby to get my ass handed to me again in Under Night. So, you know, I'm not against the concept. I see the vision. Division.
Division.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so we talked about Ratchet and Clank. We talked about Cyberpunk. We talked about the PlayStation Store. We talked about Ghost of Tsushima. We talked about Melty Blood. We talked about the Analog Pocket. We talked about Mario's death. Is there anything else? Any one more thing? I saw Robbie bring up the ID at Xbox Showcase, but it was 4 fucking hours, and I haven't found a good wrap-up of everything in it. I know the new game from the developers of Guacamelee and Severed was there, but... I mean, outside of that, like, it's a 4-hour indie showcase. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
My question is, has anybody watched Invincible?
No, not yet. It's on the
Not
list.
yet.
Not yet? Oh my god.
I gotta finish reading, what is it, volume 2 or 3 before I start that?
Yeah, well, Jalen's reading the comics, but I definitely
Cause that shit's fucking good. Like the first 3 episodes are out, and by the time this is out, the 4th episode will be out. That shit slaps.
I'm behind on Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just had to like thug it out to finish Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, and Promised Neverland recently. My Hero's ramping back up.
We're getting a Attack on Titan part 2.
Yep, final season part 2.
So that's how they're dealing with that. Okay.
Yes, and that's the better way because there's way too much content to fit in a movie left. Way too fucking much. They could do the last part. We still might get a movie.
Yeah, no.
Well,
no, right.
Some of the shots they
I didn't
showed.
actually finish the anime until like a week ago. So I saw where part 1 actually like ended.
Yeah, like, the preview that they put out for part 2 shows some things out of like the last 3 chapters. Like the last chapter comes out in like 8 days from recording. So
who's ready for pain?
The pain happened. Did you not read the last chapter?
I did. I said who's ready for pain. I did read the last chapter.
I am ready to be spoiled. I don't want to be spoiled, but I know what's going to happen.
I've been being great about not spoiling Attack on Titan.
Heck, here's my one spoiler for Attack on Titan. Pain. And I'm done.
It hurts.
That's it. That one word. That one word.
Right. That really is a synopsis.
I hope the author makes a delicious drink out of my tears. Pain.
Actually, his Japanese imperialism.
See, here's the funny thing about it. I think people got the wrong reading of it. 'Cause I think it's Japanese internment camps he's writing about. Like, that's the thing.
See, the thing with that is Marley definitely has a lot of direct analogs to Nazi Germany.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the focus. I feel like the imperialism Attack on Titan is focused on is more like.
Yeah, no. Attack on Titan doesn't. I'm not talking about.
I just feel like I'm saying like putting the reading focused on that side of the Axis party is the wrong side. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, the show's been great. The manga has been great. Chase is pointing out that it's sad that it's finally ending after 13 years, and so I've only been into it for kind of like the past 5 or 6 years, but it's some high quality storytelling. Like,
damn, it's been 13 years,
right? And like we never knew what was going on until the very end.
There's still questions. Right. They got 1 chapter. But I'm glad that we're getting a part 2 that will start production after the manga is over, so that they can actually contextualize just everything, the entire rest of the story, and like pace it out correctly. Promise Neverland.
We don't have to bring up Promised Neverland.
I watched all of season 2. I
it
watched
never happened.
every fucking episode of season 2. And
Season what? I think there was only a season 1 for Promised Neverland. After that, they decided not to finish the anime. They said you have to just read the manga after season 1 ends. Just go from there.
All right. Well, I mean, Chris, for your one more thing, you started the episode with the domain expansion.
I did.
I just want you to, real quick, you know, we just crossed over the hour mark of recording. We got you to watch a fucking anime.
You did. I watched, well, what I thought was the
anime.
entire
First season. Did you
but
see
apparently it was
the
only 18
baseball?
episodes.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you got some episodes left.
Damn.
The baseball.
You didn't even see
I don't think-
If you don't know...
I was also playing Pokemon Silver while I was watching that.
No, you would know. Did you... Nice bit... Well, you're watching a dub, so I don't even know how they did that.
Hey, good fucking talk.
There were some like random weird things. This anime is really fucking good, actually.
Yeah, I kind of want to get your impressions for somebody like I know we talk about anime with a lot of our viewers.
This one was really good. It was funny when in all the right spots all the right spots. The action was fucking. It was just it was perfect all around. Just like every little bite was just like right there. It just hit.
Yeah, the manga
From the
hits
beginning.
significantly as well. Like I got to a point watching the first season of the anime that I'm like, I can't wait. And like only a few series do that to me. And so, because I'm trying to think what else I did that with as quickly as I did it with Jujutsu Kaisen. Because My Hero, I watched Demon Slayer. I got to the point I'm like, I can't wait. Fuck this shit. I'm going to read. My Hero, I eventually got to that point. Attack on Titan, I eventually got to that point. Mm-hmm. Haven't done it with Fire Force yet, but just because that animation in Fire Force.
It's so good. Fire Force got played last year, like for the Crunchyroll Awards. Like Fire Force season 2 was nothing but gas, and like not one nomination.
That's bullshit.
Played.
Charon.
That animation.
Character of the Year.
That animation, fucking phenomenal. They really nailed that.
Right, it's fucking mind blowing. And then,
but My Hero's back now. Also.
Yeah, My Hero's back. Something is different. Maybe it's just because that first episode was filler. I don't know. Something is off about that show, and I just don't need him.
They keep cranking up the budget for movies each fucking season.
Oh right, they finally they gave a title. What was the title of the new movie?
Three Musketeers?
No, that was the like fan title. It has like a fucking My Hero ass name. I want to say it's like Hero Mission something.
Yeah, the Hero Mission Adventure Series saga.
My Hero Academia, the movie World Hero Mission. It's coming to Japan on August 6th. Oof.
Wait.
Damn, is that soon?
Well, I mean, considering they got the Demon Slayer movie like 6 months ago, and we're not getting it for another month, I'm not holding my breath on this one. Like, I know we're going to be all vaccinated and we're going to go see the Demon Slayer movie for my birthday, and it's going to be a fucking magical event. Like, I think
we'll get the My Hero movie quicker than we did, like, the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah. The My Hero movies took a second. Yeah, but the first two My Hero movies took a second to come over. And that was pre-COVID.
Damn, they did, didn't they?
So, you know?
Well, we got time.
Yeah. That'll be my one last thing. Go watch the first two My Hero movies. Honestly, you should read the manga, get caught up in the manga before you watch the second one, because the second one will just say fuck your feelings and spoil everything. But, like, I was caught up in the anime, went to see the second movie. That's what pushed me over the edge of having to get caught up in the manga, because shit was happening, and I'm like, what? But yeah, My Hero movies, top tier. Jujutsu Kaisen, top tier.
Top tier.
Demon Slayer,
let's get the movie. We're getting Volume 0 animated.
Yes!
In
We're
movie
getting
form.
the Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0 animated in movie form. I'm ready. Let's fucking go.
I'm fucking ready for it too. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, but I want it.
Inject that shit in my veins.
It is.
The only volume of Jujutsu Kaisen I own is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0. And just know, heat. It's fucking heat.
Fucking fuego.
But yeah, remember you can follow us all around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch, because I'm streaming again, Monster Hunter Rise, gang. At Anton6 with 3 X's, ANTONSIXXX. Chris, where can people find you?
At Chef and Chris.
Jalen.
Squid Bishop.
Madrid.
At Speedwagon XO, you can follow us at 3P Set Pod everywhere.
Oh, follow the Squad Sessions podcast. It's like Hunter x Hunter. We don't say the X, but there's an X in there. It makes sense when you read it. Like we can't call it Squad X Sessions or Squad Cross Sessions. It's Squad Sessions, but just the X is silent. We got a lot of Monster Hunter content going up on that Twitter account. We got clips from all the boys. If you got some highlights, tag them with the hashtag Squad Sessions with the X in there, just so we can find them. This has been a No It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Akumasanti. Until next time, keep it cheesy.
Cheesy!